if the weight is less than or 1500, low birth weight means less than 2500 gram, and very low birth weight is less than 1500 gram. Extremely low birth when the baby weight is less than 1000 gram. And these all weight in the labor room. We took the weight of the baby. This shows me whether the baby should be given to the mother or should be kept in NICU, neonatal intensive care unit. If the baby is very low birth weight or preterm, then we keep the baby in intensive care unit. When the baby is more than 2500 gram and the baby is active, sucking well, has no signs of asphyxia, means the baby is pink, active, then we give the baby to the mother for breastfeeding. And you might be knowing breastfeeding, if the baby, if you give the baby to the mother should be asked to breastfeed the baby. Okay? Then come to the weight, about the weight. How does the weight increases? As the child age increases, the weight is also increased. So if any baby is having 3 kg, the weight becomes double at the age of 5 to 6 months. Means in the first few months, the gain in weight is 20 to 30 gram per day. So it becomes double at the age of 5 to 6 months, and it becomes triple at the age of 1 year. So if any mother comes with baby and the mother is telling my child is not gaining weight, then you must ask, when the baby was born, what was the weight? If the mother is telling the baby weight was 3 kg or 3.5 kg, then what is the weight now? If it is at 6 months, if it is 6 kg or 7 kg, it is normal. What happens? Most of the mother sees the other's baby, and if the baby is heavy weight, and weight becomes increased when the child is taking artificial milk. So you must know about that. And as the age increases, the weight is also increases. Then come to the length. How can you take the weight? Yes, then come to the weight. How can you take the weight? In newborn, we have to take the weight by electronic weighing machine. Because baby cannot stand, baby cannot sit. That's why we have to keep the baby in lying down position, and then we have to take the weight. Okay. Then next one is the length. Length, normally when the baby is born, normal length is 50 centimeter, or you can tell 45 to 50 centimeter. At 1 year, it increases by 20 centimeter, means at 1 year it becomes 75 centimeter. And then every years up to 3 to 4 years, the length is increases by 12.5 centimeter. Then 6 centimeter, and so on, and then come to the when the mother is coming and mother is telling my child is not gaining the height or length, then you have to ask and you have to take the height of the baby and you have to see in the growth chart that I will describe in the development. Okay. Then by seeing the growth chart, you can come to the conclusion whether the baby length or height is normal or not. Sometimes what happens, the height increment of height depends upon the nutrition also. And once the baby is malnourished, even height and weight both goes down. Then come to the head circumference. So how can you take? There are 3 parameters. First one is occiput on the occipital protuberant. In front, you have to keep the measuring tape, glabella and supraorbital ridge, and take the head circumference. Normal head circumference is 33 to 35 centimeter at birth. So as the age increases, the head circumference also increases, and it increases up to 5 years of age. So at birth it is 33 to 35 centimeter. Then it increases at 6 every month. It increases by 2 centimeter up to 3 months. So 3 months it becomes, if it is 33, then 41, and 6 months it becomes 42 to 43. At 1 year, it becomes 46 to 47 centimeter head circumference. And there are other anomalies in which the head circumference might be a small one or it might be big one. It depends upon how the baby was born. Was there any problems at the time of birth? Whether the baby is term baby or whether it is preterm baby, small for gestation baby, or it is growth is also retarded or not. Okay, so in this way you can find it out the head circumference of the baby. Then come to the usually what happens at the time of birth, the head circumference is bigger than the chest circumference, because newborn baby's head is bigger. As the age increases, the head circumference becomes equal. At the age of 2 years, the head circumference becomes equal to the chest circumference. Then, after 2 years, the chest circumference becomes more than the head circumference. Then, in the head also, there is fontanelle, anterior fontanelle, posterior fontanelle. This is the most important. Fontanelle is this fontanelle should be there, otherwise the development of brain will not take place. It will be very difficult to develop the brain. Then come to the mid upper arm circumference. Mid upper arm circumference, that you will also take by measuring tape. Okay, and then how can you take? You just measure from acromion process to olecranon process, and in between that you have to take the girth of the upper arm. And usually what happens at the time of birth, it is less, but after 6 months it becomes more. And this mid-arm circumference gives us idea whether the baby is malnourished or not. And this measuring tape is used below 5 years of age. Then come to the abdominal girth. abdominal girth should also be taken, and it has got importance if the child is having ascites, if the child is having swelling of the body, and if there is any problem in the abdomen, then it gives us the idea whether the child is improving or not. Then we take the arm span. Normally, arm span is equal to the height or length of the individual. There are certain conditions, the arm span is more. As for example, in some of the metabolic diseases, like Marfan syndrome, like homocystinuria, where the arm span is more than the length. Then upper and lower segment ratio. Upper and lower segment ratio, normally what happens at the time of birth, the upper and lower segment ratio is 1.8:1. At 4 years, it becomes 1.4:1. And at the age of 8 years, it becomes 1:1. So it shows normal. But sometimes some of the conditions, as for example, in hypothyroidism, in hypopituitarism, growth hormone deficiency, you will not get such type of measurement. Okay, so these are the components of growth. And then come to the what are the characteristics of growth. Usually, growth is a continuous process. It starts from intrauterine life and goes up to old age. Because in the intrauterine life, there is embryo, fetus, then after birth, it is a newborn, neonates, infants, toddler, adolescent, adult, and ultimately the human being becomes old one. Okay, so this is a continuous process. And second thing is that the growth of the part of the body differ. The rates of growth is not equal. It depends upon so many factors that I will discuss in the next class. Because if someone is having good nutrition, his or her growth is very good. But if somebody has not good nutrition, then the weight or height should be also less. Do you have any questions? You can ask me in between also. If you have any feedback, you can ask, or I will leave 10 minutes before the time, and then you can ask me there. What is your idea? Any one of you can tell me something?
Sir, we'll ask at last 10 minutes.
Huh? Last 10 minutes, okay.
Yes,
Then come to the, how can you know the child growth is? So what are the factors? What are the factors which disturb the growth? There are so many factors which disturb the growth, and these factors are genetic factors, then it may be familial, it might be nutritional factors, then it is environmental factors also, and so many endocrinal factors. Then you will give some diseases. Suppose some children suffering from chronic diseases, the growth will be not appropriate at all. Growth will be hampered. And that's why you have to know the various nutrition. Adequate nutrition is important for the growth and development of the child. So, like endocrinal causes, sometimes what happens if the child is having hypothyroidism or hypopituitarism or other type of endocrinal problems like diabetes mellitus or diabetes insipidus, baby growth will not be adequate. Okay? Then come to the other things like environmental. You might be knowing that in some of the country, the individuals are very tall, while in others it is small one. So in Nepal also, if you see in different areas, someone is very tall, someone is very short. So it depends upon the environment also. Nutrition. If somebody is well-to-do family, comes from well-to-do family, his height, his weight is very good. But if somebody is coming from poor family, he is lean and thin, having less weight, having malnourished. So this also depends on the nutrition, depends on genetic factors also. Sometimes what happens, if there is a chromosomal disease, if the child is having Down syndrome, these children are very short. If the child is having syndrome, these childs are very obese and short also. So it also depends upon the various factors which causes. Now let us know what happens in the growth. In the growth, when the child is born, if the child is given very good care, his growth is very nice. If the child is not getting good cares from parents or from the caregiver, they are not having good growth. Okay, so these are the various factors which also influences the growth of the child. Okay, so the growth is later on. We'll tell something about next class also. Also, tell how can you know the child is having normal growth, or by seeing the different growth charts. There are different growth charts. Means Indian Academy of Pediatrics growth chart, WHO growth chart, and other growth chart, by which you can classify the different types of malnourished. If the child is normal, whether the child is malnourished. So I don't think that malnutrition has been taught. Malnutrition has been taught or not? I don't think so. So after these classes, I think someone will take the classes on the malnutrition also, and then you can know more about the growth, importance of growth chart also. Okay, then come to the what happens the growth also. How so come to the, and then come to the development. What is development? Development really is nothing. It is a acquisition of the functions. Acquisition of functions. Acquisition of functions means if there is a development of respiratory system, then it work how to take the respiration, how to exchange the gas, and this is called acquisition of the functions in the growth. Okay, so in the development also we'll tell more things about the various components of development also. So today main thing is growth. So have you got any questions about the growth that you could not follow? Yes, anyone?
Sir, how to take the mid-arm circumference from where to where?
Oh, mid-arm acromion process up to olecranon process. You keep the measuring tape and hold it, and when it comes in between, then you take the mid-arm circumference. Means the main position is the acromion and olecranon process. In between, you can take the mid-upper arm circumference.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mid-upper arm circumference, MCAC. Mid-upper, MU, mid-upper AC. Mid-upper arm circumference. Yes? Any question?
Sir, why does the arm span become greater than the length of the baby in case of Marfan syndrome and homocystinuria?
Oh, this is a genetic disease. This is genetic disease, and that's why really it depends upon the genetic diseases like collagen diseases. Collagen formation. Here there is a bone becomes long, and even in Marfan syndrome and homocystinuria also.
And doesn't that occur in the distal limbs, sir?
Distal?
Doesn't that collagen disease occur in the distal limbs?
Distal limbs means what? Distal limbs?
Lower limbs.
Yes, lower limbs and upper limbs both becomes long. Marfan syndrome as well as homocystinuria also.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other questions? So, in short, if anybody asks you what is growth, so first of all, you have to know the introduction of the growth. Okay. Then second is the third one is what are the principle of growth? Principle, I told two things. The one principle is it is a continuous process, and second principle is what is the second principle? Second principle is the rate of growth differ in different parts of the body. Then fourth component is the what are the components of growth? Means the component of growths are the weight, length or height, head circumference, chest circumference, abdominal girth, mid-upper arm circumference, then arm span, upper and lower segment ratio. And then the other components are about the detail about the length, weight, and then head circumference. That you have to know. Sometimes, most of the times, you will be asked, what is the normal head circumference of the newborn? What is the normal length of the newborn? What is the normal respiratory rate of the newborn? What is the normal blood pressure of the newborn? What is the normal pulse rate of the newborn? So first of all, you have to know the normal value of the newborn baby. Height, weight, head circumference, chest circumference. And then in the next class, I will tell about the factors affecting the growth, and then about the growth chart also. 2 class I will take about the growth and 2 class for the development. Okay, and then other class will be for the adolescent health, and then after that behavioral disorders. So there will be 5 or 6 classes from the growth and development, and also from the adolescent. Okay. Any other questions?
So, which book do you recommend for pediatrics?
For pediatrics, you have to read OP Guide. OP Guide is the best book. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Written in OP Guide. You don't have to read Nelson. Nelson is for postgraduate, and for undergraduate, it is the OP Guide. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
For clinical books, you read either Hutchison clinical books. Very good. Yes, any questions? Because growth and development is really, it is not difficult, but you have to remember. You have to remember the value. If you come to the development, then you might have seen the babies at your home. And from that, you can learn so many things about the development. Any other questions? Yes? I think your class is also on 5th and 7th of this month, no? Am I right? Hello? Hello, hello?
Yes, sir. On 5th
Fifth
and 7th.
in the same time?
So not the same time.
Same time?
On 5th it's 9:30 to 10:30, and on 7th it's 1:45 to 2:45.
Okay. Fifth is one. Let me see here.